You are welcome to our channel. Thank you for visiting. Make sure you like, you give us your thumbs up, and please subscribe. Atiku is in the news again, but this time around it's Governor Seyi Makinde that is talking about him. He said all these children, where were they when we were forming PDP? That was a statement made by Atiku Abubakar then that Seyi Makinde was referring to. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has claimed that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar underestimated the impact the G5 governors could have on his 2023 presidential campaign. In a Channels TV interview, Governor Makinde described a failed reconciliation attempt in London. We met with him, that's Atiku, in London, and all the things we discussed in there, he rejected it. And he came back and said, we have moved on, the governor stated. According to him, Atiku dismissed their concerns with a condescending remark. He said, all these children, where were they when we were forming PDP? And we've seen results now. The governor indicated how he advocates for moving forward rather than dwelling on past conflicts. Now, we don't want to walk that path again. When we got to Bauchi, the first statement that I made during the PDP Governors Forum meeting is that under this dispensation, I made it clear to everybody that, look, wipe the slate clean and let us not dwell in the past, he said. He drew parallels between recent party divisions and previous splits that damaged the PDP's electoral prospects. We've seen the result. And if you are saying, look, okay, some people did this in 2023, but others did it in 2015, PDP should have still been in power up until now, but some people walk out of Eagle Square. We knew who they were, and we lost power at the federal level due to that action. He concluded with a call for unity within the party, and something like that repeated itself in 2023. We should pull back and say, look, this party still remains the major hope of the common man. Those are some of the statements made by Governor Seyi Makinde in an interview with Channels Television as regards what is going on in PDP. The man was questioned about the matter that led to the loss of presidential election by the PDP in 2023, and he had to come out categorically to speak about their own role, the role they play, himself and his four other colleagues that formed the G5 government. And the major reasons behind their action was previously about the fact that governor or presidency ought to have been zoned to the southern part of the country, which is the unwritten agreement that we all know, that is the politicians had known. When power goes to the north for 7, 8 years, it returns to the south for another 8 years. But it is a pity that when it was the turn of the south to take the power, the committee that was saddled with the responsibility decided to leave that matter open-ended and allowed candidates from other regions to contest, which eventually led into Atiku Abubakar winning that primary election and then going for the general election. But then in the process of, trying to now reconcile the aggrieved parties who are southerners that believe that the presidency is supposed to have been zoned to the south, that the north is robbing them, and it means that if they win, north will be using 16 years at a time, at a row for presidency, which will have resulted into, cheating as it were politically. And now they decided to go to a round table while Atiku was trying to do a reconciliation so that they can have a one united front and go to the general election. But in Makide's submission, he said they went to meet with Atiku in London to discuss their terms and conditions for him to get their support even for the election. But it was so unfortunate that the responses of the then flag bearer wasn't in tandem to the expectation of the G5 governors, and they returned to now do what they have in mind to do. because it seems as if that the flag bearer then, Atiku Abubakar, was looking at them as if they are young people who were not there when the party was formed. And what is their power, what's their strength, and what can they do? But unfortunately for Atiku, that was his undoing, because the G5 governor did the unexpected, thereby making him to lose the presidency to his friend, that's the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who eventually is currently the president of the country. And while that has happened, the Governor Seyi Makinde is now advising the PDP that they should bury the ashes. But if they continue to make mention of the activities of some people towards the 2023 election, and then should also remember that some people also walk away for towards the 2015 election at Eagle Square, which eventually paved way for the incoming party president. Now, I mean, the party of the incumbent president to come into power. That was Muhammadu Buhari then, who took power from Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2015, because some people did that and then nobody crucified them for it. And Makinde is also saying that as some people have done such a thing again, a similar thing in 2023, that now they are going towards 2027, he advised the party to wipe the slate clean, to forgive, to forget, to put all those things behind them, to bury the hatchet, and then allow this party to start on a clean sheet, such that we know that Nigerians' hope is on the party, because PDP currently is the most dominant opposition party. And if that is the case, I think they need to come with a much more better united force that will give a good result even for them in 2027. That is the advice the governor of Oyo State is currently giving or selling to PDP right now. So it is left for them. He said PDP should have still been in power up until now, but some people walk out of Eagle Square and we knew who they are, and we lost the power at the federal level due to that action. So he concluded with a call for unity within the party. I hope members of the party will agree with that. But from the look of things currently, it seems as if the call for unity is still far, far away, because an Atiku is still trying to get hold of the heart of the party, while and he is on Wike, is holding the party at the jugular, making sure that his men, his cronies are in power, and then their own ambition too come to limelight. He doesn't want to give room even to other persons, in quote now, that will derail the southern presidency ambition, and it still remain that, because we want to control the architecture of the party. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed and see what will happen in the days coming. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like.